It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
But it's not there anymore. I think, anyways, I think one of our like finishing goals should be a comedy club with a podcast studio on the second
Oh, yeah.
floor.
I think that's a similar dream that we have. Because downstairs, we could perform. We could have other people perform. And we could just have beautiful comedy nights.
I was going to say beautiful women, yeah.
Beautiful women, because women love comedy.
They
and
love
that's,
bars.
That's how you get the poontang, dude. I'm taken, but you're single. But on a serious note, I would love to have a comedy club with you, man. Can you
what would we
imagine?
call it? What do you think we should call it?
It can't be that bad, maybe. Honestly,
Yeah.
the fact that you were able to choose this name that is so universal
It is so good.
and applicable to so many different situations and aspects, you could use it for anything.
The best part is
What?
we own it.
We own it.
Yeah.
So back off, motherfuckers, because this is trademarked.
For years now, actually.
Yes.
For like over a year. And yeah, we are, yeah.
We have 50 lawyers on deck.
No, but we definitely do have lawyers.
We do have lawyers.
We actually do.
We paid top dollar for.
Because that's what happens when you have a patent in America, bro.
We're trying to do this in the most professional way possible.
Actually, I see it as the most capitalistic way possible. My thing is, how can we throw money at a problem and stamp and sign our name onto things that really are intangible? Think about it this way. When we stole land from the Native Americans, we were just taking things and calling it our own, right?
That's a fact.
That's what we did with these words. We just took these 5 words out of a book and we said, these are ours now.
I get the analogy.
Much like Colonel Mustard, me and you.
Yes.
Yeah. These words and these letters.
Ours.
These are the Apache people.
As much as I want to hop on this analogy or this allegory, I get what you're saying, and I'm down that we own these letters, not people.
Yes, of
because
course
no people should own other people.
Well, according to this documentary I watched last night, we're all owned by the reptilians. So.
The reptilians, for you listeners out there that don't know, check it out.
So apparently we're of like there's 13 races of aliens in the galaxy.
Not that many.
No.
That's very minute.
Very small. I thought there was like 5 on Earth. But I guess there's 12. There's the humans.
Okay.
There's the reptilians.
That's 2.
There's the Aryans.
All right. You got 12 more to go. Or
I think
10 more to go.
9 or 10?
You said 13, right?
Yeah, okay. I know on Earth there used to be the Lemurians and the Atlanteans.
Okay. Atlanteans, I'm assuming, are the ones under the ocean, under the sea.
Yes. Then there's according to the Hollow Earth theory, there's space Jews. And they're the ones who like are constantly fighting with.
That's what they're called?
Well, that's essentially where like the Jewish
what people
religion
call
comes
them.
from. Apparently,
Okay.
These space Jews. And again, guys, I'm not making this up. This is just,
and these aren't
this is
your
solid
beliefs.
fact. Yeah, it's not real. It's not real unless it's in a book.
So if we throw anything into a book, it becomes real.
That's how the Bible worked.
I guess so.
There. Got you there.
Got you there. You got me there, man. The phone books, all the numbers in there are real.
They have to be now. Otherwise, who is Mike Johnson?
Right? Who is Sarah Connor? Check out our next episode this Thursday if you want to know what it is.
Time Scooby-Doo-Doos we got going on here.
Yeah, Scooby-Doos, man. Dude, welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. Baddies, it is another episode of ICBTB's Highly Irrelevant, where we talk about things that are only irrelevant, and anything relevant, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Get out.
Get out, man.
Get out.
I want to say, it is November. It's chilly as hell.
It is.
My nipples are piercing through my t-shirt.
Congratulations.
You are doing No Shave November, and I must say that your goatee and your stash coming in fine.
No, don't. It's just out of pure laziness and using the excuse of No Shave November.
I like how when I paid you that compliment, you said no, don't, as you started touching your mustache as you're proud of it.
Because I am very proud of my 7 hairs on my upper lip and my 6 hairs on my chin.
Oh, that's 13.
I know I can't.
You have as many hairs as there are races in this universe.
See? Now you're learning. The Earth is also flat and hollow, and the moon landings were fake.
The moon is made of cheese.
The moon landings were fake, not because we didn't go there, but because we were hiding our moon base that was helping us get to Mars.
The picture of astronauts on the moon where you can see the Earth in the background.
Stanley Kubrick.
It's Stanley Kubrick's backdrop. It's movie magic, baby.
baby.
Yes.
But honestly, guys, if you want to hear more about the Hollow Moon, holla at your boy Christian.
I think they actually want to hear more about your facial hair. So 13 hairs. Continue on.
I've named each one.
Okay. What are the names?
So this one right here.
Uh-huh.
This is Panda.
Not a human name, but a name of an animal.
Yeah,
okay.
because these aren't humans. These are hairs on my face.
Okay, continue.
This one here, this one's Meatball.
Meatball? Okay, a name of a food.
This one here, this one's Rigatoni.
Okay, pasta.
I started naming these while I was having dinner last night.
You've had rigatoni.
This one was kale salad.
Okay.
This one's a glass of red wine.
Pretty hefty
This one's name is
dinner you've had.
garlic bread.
Okay.
And this one's name is crushed red pepper flakes. This one's name is a glass of water with ice.
Yeah.
And this one here, this last one right here is my favorite one. This one's name is vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup.
You know, I'm more worried about your diet at this point. As funny as it was to name each of your hairs, how big of a dinner did you have?
I only eat once a day.
Fuck out of here. I see you eat like 5 times a day, dude. I offered you a frozen Go-Gurt.
He offered me a Go-Gurt, and I had to ask if it was frozen.
And I immediately...
Yes, of course.
Yes,
like
of course.
Any other way to have
Who
Go-Gurt.
the fuck you think I am? Who the fuck you think? I don't freeze.
I don't know. Sometimes I think you're a jabroni, and I have to remind myself that you're not.
I'm not a jabroni.
You're not a jabroni.
Not a jabroni. I freeze my Go-Gurts. Frogurt, bro.
What'd you call me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Froger.
That's
is
our
what I meant
word.
to say. Yes, I apologize. Don't cancel me.
You're next.
For you commuters out there, thank you for listening to us.
Please don't drive into oncoming traffic.
Yes.
It's just good to say. Sometimes people don't hear that enough.
If you see red lights, that means stop.
And right now, there's a lot of turkeys on the roads if you're in California or in the Bay Area.
Big fact. Big fact.
I hate them just as much as you do. Don't gun for them. It'll damage your car more.
But
I learned that lesson the hard way.
Thanksgiving is coming.
Can't wait to eat turkeys. I hate those fucking
If you got
things.
a gun toward a turkey or get a gun and go do on a turkey, do it.
Well,
because they're vicious motherfuckers.
Yes, they are. Yes.
Stare you down in the middle of a road.
Wild turkeys will kill you.
Yeah, man.
They're just waiting for their moment. Pick your eyeballs out.
A turkey will abolish you in a game of gay chicken or gay turkey. They'll peck at you.
I think it's just called turkey, but
at that point, all turkeys are gay? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying.
Hot take, dude.
I don't classify it as like gay turkeys and straight turkeys.
Well,
they're just all turkeys to me, bro.
Yo, if all turkeys were gay though, then our turkey problem would be done because overpopulation of the turkey species wouldn't exist.
Do you think that's how God was trying to solve the overpopulation problem on Earth, sending us gays?
I mean, this is what I think. To steer this away from it being too offensive. Honestly, it's fantastic when gay couples adopt because I think more people should adopt.
Yeah, the government makes it far too difficult, and that's actually a pretty serious topic that we don't need to get into.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty relevant to a lot of people, but let's just get this out right here, right now.
Right here, right now.
Babies suck.
Babies are so ugly when they come out the womb. Oh, you're going to rebuttal that? Of all the things that I think we would probably agree with.
Newborn babies are the cutest babies.
No.
Not seconds covered in like placenta. No, of course not.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wipe them off. But once you
Nah, even when they're in their little
a month-old baby. So adorable. They have the new baby smell.
Yes, give us a month. But like a week of, man, you look like an alien.
You're just afraid to touch it.
Newborn babies are one of the 13 species that you were talking about.
Yeah,
it goes human, lizard people, and then newborn babies is a species of its own.
I would say like the zygote, like the growing cells is a different species.
I mean, if we were to look at ultrasounds and look at the zygote, it's so
we
small.
are not doctors. I don't know if you can tell by the way we're talking about this. We also don't understand the female anatomy.
But we've done a shit ton of research with YouTube videos.
And yeah, Pornhub. But we've also never given a woman an orgasm. So
no, never. I
think it's not real, actually.
What's a clit?
What?
I'm like, did you drop it?
What is clit?
What is clit? I mean, I've never heard this word.
Wow. Sorry.
I turn into a caveman when I have sexy time.
I'm so sorry.
Is this the spot? Rubbing her shoulders. Alejandro earlier said we were talking about an attractive girl, and it was a celebrity actually who is one of the main characters in the movie we're going to be doing next week, and she's a badass. And I said that this girl is so attractive because she could beat my ass, and you said, "Oh, I wish that she could literally beat my ass." First thought is this girl punching you in the butt. If you were a butt puncher, I don't know if my penis would retract.
I've kicked a guy in the ass in a bar fight once.
You literally kicked him in the ass?
Yeah. He was walking away from me.
Okay, that makes sense. I was going to ask what was the play-by-play for his body to be turned around the other way.
Yeah. Well, he was actually walking into, I've told you this story. He was walking into the women's bathroom following the girls with that time.
Fuck that guy.
So I ran up behind him and kicked him in the ass. Then he turned around and, you know what happens.
Yeah, dude.
One thing leads to another.
I respect that. Yeah. Your animalistic side came out when it should have.
I always live for the moment when I get the look from somebody with okay, go ahead and kick his ass now. I've never actually gotten it because I'm usually, I guess, in the wrong.
When you get mad, do you just go red? Do you think you black out with rage sometimes?
No, I don't black. I'm not like Ed Kemper. I'm not fucking.
Well, I can't.
Ted Bundy.
I'm not saying blackout in the sense where you come up from your rage.
Wake up just covered in blood.
13 dead bodies around you.
I'll take the check, please.
Check, please. That's a sketch, baby.
That's actually real serial killing.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't black out.
And I'm asking these questions because I'm very unfamiliar with rage or with any physical altercations.
Sure.
So I don't know what it feels like. The only time I've been in a fight is with my older brother, and I'm the victim.
I imagine it as you get the fight or flight, right? So even now, just thinking about it, I can feel my heart rate going up.
Wow.
So I imagine what's happening for me is it's you got to make a decision now, Alex. Are you going to do this or are you going to not? And then that's usually what it comes down to. It's I'm put into a position where I have to make a decision, or not making a decision is thus my answer. Yeah. So I make a decision.
Well, that's everything we learned in science class. Like you said, fight or flight. And I think given the situation, I've been in verbal altercations, and I've told you this before. I get very protective of people. Like when people try to hit on Melissa in terrible ways. Some people can just be disrespectful. I won't hesitate to say, "Yo, dude, fuck you." Not obviously in that accent because no one could take that seriously. Yeah. But I've said this before on this podcast. I do have shower thoughts and toothbrush thoughts where I get into hypothetical, imaginary arguments.
Seen your toothbrush. At least I have.
Yeah, dude. Looks like Hey Arnold's hair. It's straight up. Just go ham on that thing.
Anyways.
But yeah, I mean, and I don't know what it is that we're wired with that we want to get into these conflicts and altercations.
I don't want to get into these altercations. In fact, I'm working very hard to avoid them at all costs.
You're doing really good.
Thank you. It's the therapists.
Shout out therapists.
Yeah, hey guys, don't be afraid to get help or whatever. I guess.
Do what you got to do.
Or, bury it down and drink your problems away.
Don't, that's option B.
Whatever you want. I'm not here to tell you what to do.
Maybe option D.
But I think I also was told as a kid, if you're going to get in a fight, you should hit first and hit hard. Right? And so.
My brother said that one of the only fights he's ever been in was in elementary school. He just socked this kid in the stomach.
Nice.
Yeah.
You ever been punched in the stomach?
No, not punched. I've been accidentally hit in the stomach. I don't know. I was accidentally slapped in high school.
The first time, I always think about the first times I got punched. I think it was when I was a little kid and I did boxing.
Does the adrenaline cover the pain? And you just feel it afterwards when you're sore, or do you feel it in that moment?
Yeah, you've
been punched in the face before?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. I've been in fist fights. Of course, I've been punched because when you get in a fist fight, they're just trying to fuck up your face, right? That's why if you're a little smart about it and can duck down and punch them in the gut or something, you have a little bit of an advantage. I just kind of showed my hand there in case anyone wants to fuck me up.
Yeah. But, now they know your secrets.
I swoop to the left, hook, uppercut. No, I'm just kidding.
I press down, B, LR,
crouch. No, but I've been punched in the nose and and you get punched and you get a fat lip or Getting punched in the side is for sure like the worst because
like in the rib.
Because it like rattles your body, right?
Yeah.
And then there's things that you can't control. Like when you get punched square in the nose, you can't control your eyes watering and like shit happening. Like your body just reacts. That also happens like in other parts of your body. You can get punched like in the solar plexus, and then your body just seizes up, and like you just have no control. That's just your body's reaction to it. So, you know.
I feel like at least at
Cover
one
up.
point in my life, I need to get in a fight.
Or like, you know, do like a jujitsu class or something like that'll like you don't have to get in a bar fight. I'm not saying that at all. In fact, I've done it for you. Let me tell you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I like how you're the
goddamn
advocate
welcome.
of bar fights. Just like I've done it before. No one else has to do
don't.
it. Well, it doesn't sound fun, but I feel like
You get 86th, especially if it's a bar you like. You can't go back for a couple of months.
that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it at a shitty place that you don't want to go back
Everybody
to.
gets 86th. Everybody gets kicked out of a bar. Everybody drinks a little too much sometimes, and they send you home. But like, it's a fight or like walking out on your tab where when you come back and they're like, "Come on, what are you doing? You know you can't be here." And you're just like, "I know."
And that has to be a horrible feeling. Yeah. I mean, but I think I don't think I want. I don't want to. I don't want to fight anyone.
I'll
of
put you in the
course.
gut.
No, that's not gonna toughen me up. I mean,
No,
it's
I'm
just
not
gonna
doing
give
it to
me pain
toughen you
right
up,
there.
but yeah, totally. But it's just so you like, let's say you're getting mugged one day. Now you know what to expect.
Oh, what? Oh, someone to punch me in the gut?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know, man. If someone pulls a knife out, I'm trying to think about what
Just give them what they want, bro.
my cousin who lives in San Francisco said he was just walking down the street. Good day. It was his lunch break during work.
For sure.
Passes by this lady. She takes a rusty screwdriver, stabs him in the shoulder. She was
crazy
homeless
bitch.
and she was crazy.
Crazy bitch.
So he had to go get
Thank
tested for
God-
tetanus.
Thank God my encounters with homeless people didn't turn into that. Like I've gotten in fights with homeless people too, but thank God they didn't have a weapon.
Yeah, because they could easily just hold shards of glass or just have like a shank
needle.
with them. Yeah, a used
That's what
needle.
scares me about the homeless people in San Francisco. Not to generalize or malign, but we see the needles on the floor.
I'm going to say this. San Francisco, one of the most beloved cities on earth. It's if you were to buy the Monopoly billionaire version where you could buy cities and all that stuff, San Francisco is one of the better properties.
For sure. Well, not anymore.
But San Francisco
Not anymore.
is a dirty place.
I don't want to make it too political, but I always say San Francisco is where liberalism goes wrong. That's just like trying too hard to help everybody in an effort actually hurts a lot of people, you know? And like,
They spread themselves too thin.
I mean, what city isn't trying to help the homeless people more than San Francisco?
Yeah.
And then why is it then yet they still have such a horrible homeless population, and like there's shit all over the floor, and it's like they make the most effort, and yet there's the most ramifications. It doesn't line up, right? So there's got to be, you know,
I think on a surface level, it's a beautiful city. I mean, there's like a lot of
history and a lot of good stuff to San Francisco.
Yeah,
but
you
it's
got the
also
cable cars. There's some fantastic museums there. The culture is great and whatnot, but
what's
like
left. But the culture's leaving.
the culture's leaving. COVID's not helping out with that at all.
No, gentrification is pushing it out even faster. COVID just helped it.
And the price of housing there. When people tell me, "Oh, I'm
California.
trying to live in the city," and I'm like, "Oh, you're trying to be broke, boy?" No, just like
Or they have a really good job, you know? Maybe you're making 6 figs.
Yeah, but like, what's the point if you live in the city and you're trying
That's it, right
to
there.
go
That's where it stops.
because you live in the city?
Yeah.
You want that kind of like fast paced
Same
life.
reason why you'd want to live in Manhattan. Same reason why you want to live in downtown LA.
But I don't think I would want to own a car in
You
a
wouldn't.
busy city.
Oh, you wouldn't need one. You wouldn't need one. If you lived in downtown LA, you live in downtown San Francisco.
But I know some people that live in San Francisco that work outside of San Francisco, and what's the
That's
point?
crazy. Yeah. Then you're also like, I always think it's crazy. You know how much it costs for like parking in San Francisco or in like Manhattan? There's like parking spots that cost $1,500 a month. That's like the price of apartments, like even monthly mortgages in some places in America. Like that's the price of a parking spot in New York.
Fucking crazy, dude.
Space, brother.
Other countries look at us and they question.
it too.
They laugh at us.
Germany's got parking problems like that too, dude. That's a major city thing.
Uh-huh.
You don't think India has that problem with parking?
I think India has like a lot of problems with like,
I like how
overpopulation and
I just
poverty.
made an entire country a city. I meant
Yeah.
Mumbai.
yeah.
I meant the city of Mumbai.
The city of Mumbai.
You know the city of India?
Oh, really? Oh, where the population is
A billion.
1 billion people.
is,
a
right?
seventh of.
The population
Earth's
of India is a
population?
billion, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. China has the most people, right?
I think they're 1.3.
Okay. China has 1.3 billion. Fact check us, baddies. India probably $1 billion.
Yeah.
Russia is a huge.
But it's all wasteland. It's all Siberia. It's the tundra desert.
Yeah, so the population isn't
places where
proportional
people,
to.
where the people live in Russia is like Europe. That's why Russia's considered a European country. It's because like where all the Russians live is in Europe. Mm-hmm. They don't live on the other side of the Eurasian
Yeah,
mountains.
that makes sense, dude. I was looking at a globe the other day. Don't really look at globes too often.
Where did you
maps.
find a globe?
My dad's office. He
Okay,
has a
okay.
really nice
the marble
globe.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, you just spin it, and then like it stopped, and my eyes landed on Russia, and I was like, "Wow, Russia's really big,
Yeah.
so huge." And like to think that there are overpopulated countries like the Philippines, dude. By the way, the Philippines just got hit with the tycoon, so my thoughts and prayers
tycoon?
go to tycoon central.
You mean a typhoon?
What did I say?
Tycoon.
Oh man, I'm thinking of the game, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Oh man,
You said it twice too. So then at first I started questioning me. I started questioning me. I'm like, oh no, maybe
that the word?
Maybe that's a typhoon and like a cyclone mixed.
A lot of people that played Roller Coaster Tycoon just got real
game.
excited when
Great
I said
game.
that.
All the tycoon games. I used to play Railroad Tycoon, Casino Tycoon. Mm-hmm. They're all great. Anyway,
Freaks me out. Too much responsibility with games like that.
I want to rule the world. That's why I liked them.
Oh, so you should play games like Civilization.
Love it. Civ 4 is my favorite.
Really?
Civ 4 is like one of the best games ever made. Since we're not going to talk about the Philippines anymore, shout out to the
Well, because
Philippines.
it's really sad.
Hey,
yeah. Thoughts and prayers to the Philippines.
I'm thinking about you guys, and
You're looking at one.
I just downloaded Star Wars Jedi Knight Academy,
Okay.
which is the game from like 2000 something where you like go to school to learn to be a Jedi with Luke Skywalker, and you have
This
to like
is so cool.
pick Force powers so you can like,
I'm
learn some
in it.
dark side. It's $10 right now on the PlayStation Store.
This is so cool.
This was a game me and my brother played as a kid and like on our Xbox, and like we loved this game, and then like we couldn't find it ever again. Now like PS4 and all that shit, like you just couldn't get it. Now it's on the store, super discounted. I love it,
and
dude.
you've never been more excited, huh?
You can build your lightsaber, pick your color.
That is so amazing. Because
I
like,
don't know why they don't remaster this. This is the game to make.
one of my favorite aspects of Disneyland is being able to build my own lightsaber. As a
Have
grown
you done
man.
it in New Star Wars Land?
No, I haven't been to Disneyland ever since
That's
New
a
Star
triple
Wars.
digit toy, but I'm down to do it next time we go.
I was supposed to go to Disneyland in March, but guess what hit the fucking world?
I was gonna go in August.
Damn, dude. Perfect timing to go, too.
Last year I went around my birthday in August. Got to drive the Millennium Falcon, bro. Got to go drink in the cantina. It was awesome.
Does it really feel like Star Wars?
I was on the verge of tears when I first saw the Millennium Falcon. I'll be 100% honest. Like it was honestly like I was telling my cousin Liz, shout out Liz, and Cliff. I was telling Liz though, I was like, seeing the Millennium Falcon in person this big, like how it is something that was such a fantasy to me as a kid growing up. It wasn't even possible. Mm-hmm. Like it wasn't even a thing that even if they did it in a amusement park, it was always going to look fake. It was going to look hokey. It was going to look like it's in an amusement park. But like, no. When you see it in person, it's like you could climb in there and fly out of the galaxy.
Man,
it's perfect.
You're making me so excited to go back. I mean,
I can't wait for Avengers Land to open. That was supposed to open this year. And Avengers Land, when they finally get that going, that's going to be awesome.
Disney's killing it right now, man. Disney is in ownership of so many of the biggest franchises.
Let's see what happens, man. They're not making any money right now.
Yeah. But I mean, what do you think is the estimation of when the vaccine is going to be available to the general population?
You're closer to the fire than I am. You tell me.
Well, I mean, like I was talking to my dad, and he says that right now they're obviously going through trials of one of the vaccines,
Mm-hmm.
and it could be as soon as, and I don't know how true this is because this is all he's hearing it from YouTube videos or like the news and whatnot. He says that it could be as soon as like early next year, but it'll be first given to obviously frontliners and
the military,
old people, right?
Well, frontliners, military. Then probably government officials, then it'll come to the civilian population.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know, dude. And it's just been kind of weird. I mean, I've talked to you about this before, but that like sometimes it gets difficult on this podcast to like talk about things because we run out of stories because we're not out and about doing what we used to do, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. You don't have new experiences sitting at home all day.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, and it's... Dude, I know people go stir crazy when they're just at home, not being able to socialize or feeling guilt for socializing, right?
Totally.
Yeah, and some people are too scared to get tested. What's up?
Suicide's on the rise. People are having a real tough time with stuff right now.
Damn, dude. This stuff is really relevant.
And it's not supposed to be.
It's not supposed to be. We're fucking this episode up, and I think it's okay, dude.
Have you thought about, like, if the vaccine is offered to you, are you going to jump on it right away? Are you going to wait? I don't know. It's tough for me because, I want to trust the scientists and trust the numbers and the knowledge and stuff.
Yeah.
Trust people who are smarter than me. But when has that ever helped people?
But history has told us before that even though it is advertised, even through science, that, okay, this has a, let's say, 90% chance of treating the COVID-19 virus, right? We have learned from history that statistics they're manipulated. Yeah, they can, even though they work in trials filled with X amount of people, if you give this to the general population, obviously the numbers are going to be a little bit different. The statistics will be a little bit different. 9 out of 10 people, they could say that, but does that always mean 90% of 7 billion people?
Yeah, real world physics, real world numbers change.
I'm going to treat it like the PlayStation 5. They're saying this is a fantastic system. Let's push this out.
I'm still with it.
It's fucking beautiful, and I'm excited as hell. But I'm going to wait because they're going to get the kinks out and they're going to come out with the PS5 Pro. Now I'm waiting for the COVID-19 vaccine Pro.
So what if they have a vaccine that's free for everybody, but then a vaccine Pro for $100?
I'll go with the Pro, man.
Really?
If it's $100, well, I'm going to see what the iMovie version of the vaccine does for people. And if Final Cut Pro X version of the vaccine comes out and it's like for sure guaranteed you ain't getting this virus, then baby, sign me up, man. If I could go out, socialize guilt-free,
I would like to go see a live sporting event, that's for sure.
I would love to have what Joe Rogan has. Aside from the millions of dollars, but a doctor on site at all times. So we have a guest and like he just sticks Q-tips in all of our noses and you guys are good to record.
I'll stick a Q-tip up your nose if that's really what you want, bro.
You'll stick a what?
I'll stick a Q-tip up your nose.
No, dude. No, I mean, Q-tips scare me in a sense. Have you ever dug a Q-tip deep into your ear and you're just like, ah, and then your hearing's a little Maybe that's me. Either these Q-tips are too long or I'm just too strong.
Well, first of all, you're digging way too deep.
Yes.
And also, some people say you shouldn't even be really using Q-tips to clean your ears.
Yes, it like shoves the wax inside.
Yeah.
When you
use a candle.
Oh, because it kind of it brings the wax out.
Yeah.
Which is such a weird concept. Did your mom used to clean your ears when you were a kid? Like with like a metal, like a tiny metal wire? Or is this a very ethnic thing that my mom would be like, okay, Christian, come here, like, and I would lay down on her lap and I would have my ears out and I'll be playing my Game Boy and she would take this small metal thing and she would dig my earwax out.
No, but since we're talking about gross things, I did used to date a girl who would like squeeze, my ears are pierced, right? So squeeze like my ear piercings and get like the gunk out of my ear piercings.
Girls like that, dude. Girls like.
She called it top girlfriend job, and I was like, yeah, whatever, man.
Top girlfriend job?
That's like, right? Who else is supposed to do it, though?
Yeah,
right?
I guess so. I mean, let's look at the animal kingdom.
I'm not going to ask you to do it for me.
2 monkeys picking fleas off of each other's backs,
That's
right?
That's
I mean,
right.
she's not eating the pus off your ears, right?
No, of course not. No.
Of course not, dude.
No. That was different.
I mean, if you could get a girlfriend like that,
I wouldn't want that.
marry her. I'm kidding. She'll do anything for you.
I had a physical reaction to you, like, my stomach went tense. That was gross.
My mom would clean my ears with that.
Yeah, my mom never did that shit.
My cousin used to. So when I was fat growing up, I had a dark neck, and it was one of two things, or both of these two things. Dirt just accumulated because my folds just kind of pushed my neck fat into one fold, and like dirt would get stuck in there, and so like my neck was dark. But also, obese kids or obese people, they get darkening of the skin in certain areas. You'll see it on like the cheeks and like on the neck or in certain areas, and that's like a early sign of diabetes, right? If you don't do something about it, then your skin darkens. My cousins were on a mission to clean my neck. So they would take 10 Q-tips, dip it in alcohol, scrub the fuck out of my neck until it was no longer brown. I'm sure they got some dirt off because the heads of these Q-tips were dark as shit, but my neck was red. And the next day it would still be dark.
Why would they use rubbing alcohol? Why wouldn't they use like soap or something?
Oh, they've tried it, dude.
They had to move it. They just kept.
They kept upgrading it. These are my older cousins, and I don't know what's happening. I'm just crying because get off my neck.
Wow.
get these Q-tips away
What a
from me.
horrible childhood.
It was great. If there was a sense of camaraderie, it was
Between them?
yeah. I mean, I guess between them and
They
I
all
was
would high five later and you just like cry in the corner.
yeah, we got dirt off Christian's neck.
Like a fucking idiot fell for it again.
Dude, I was the only fat kid growing up, man.
I mean, yeah, that's, yeah.
Were you ever chubby?
No.
No? You were like just frail, like straight from the
Frail?
womb? Sorry. Terrible choice of word. You were just fragile straight from the womb.
I was never frail or fragile. I've always been a perfect specimen of man since the minute I was born. My mother cried, but then a star danced, and I was fucking born.
Star danced. Now, when you were born, the Carpenters made that one song. Why do birds suddenly appear? And it's just you like coming out of your mom's womb. I'm sorry for the gestures. That's terrible. No one should ever do that. If you're not watching this on YouTube, good.
I was born feet first, hands last. Like
Really?
a water slide is what my mother says.
Woo! Is that a fact? Feet first?
No, I got that from a
I see
friend of
toes. I see toes.
ours.
The doctor's yelling.
Feet first, hands last, like a water slide is from a friend of ours. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Oh, man. Should we do an improv scene?
Oh, we should do an improv scene. You know, we've been doing this show for quite a while, and I always forget that we do an improv scene.
I always think that's a bit.
No.
Are you sure it's not a bit?
No, sometimes my memory's foggy.
You're pretty foggy memory, bro. Feet first, hands last, like a water slide.
Dude, I like that. That sounds like a rap song.
That's the funniest thing I've ever read in my life.
Feet first.
Hands last, like a water slide, baby. Go
Like a
jump
water.
in.
That's a Migos song. Migos. Buy the song from us.
Buy us.
Buy us because
Now we're into slavery. If it's us, buy us,
yeah,
please.
yeah. Dude, if Migos are buying us, they got all that money. I'm sure they're treating us well.
It depends on what they have us do.
Yeah, but I hope so. I mean, we might just have to dance for their entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, highly irrelevant. There's the body. She looks so peaceful, doesn't she, Christian?
Yeah, it's like she never even passed away.
I don't understand why she's naked, though.
Well, she was just at that water park and she went face first, feet last.
Shouldn't this be a closed casket, then?
Yeah, but
Let's close this.
her family requested that it be an open casket.
Christian, when you asked me to come in and work this mortuary business with you, I didn't understand all of the things, the little things. I can't let this. Look at her face. She has no face.
Yeah, it looks like a fucked up punching bag. But her family requested, through thick and thin, they want to see their Auntie Jemima's face.
I can't do this. I on so many levels. First of all,
When you agreed to work,
her name was Miss Smith.
sorry.
Okay,
I just had pancakes
just
earlier.
calling her Aunt Jemima is inherently racist and xenophobic, Christian. And I just, we'll get back. We'll address that later.
I'm sorry, it was a Freudian slip. It was the
Clearly.
first name that came to mind.
The whole family's listening.
The point, fuck, it is a funeral. It's really quiet.
Let's just just let them have their thing.
Yes.
We
They're
don't have to
confused
look.
as to why we're
We don't
opening
have
and
to
closing
look.
the casket in the middle of this viewing.
Well, let's turn around and give them our, hey, everybody.
Hey.
My name's Alex.
And my name's Christian.
We are the mortuaries here at Christian Baltazar Mortuary and Company.
Yes.
We are working on changing the name now that I'm a partner to
Yes.
Christian and Alex's Mortuary.
Yes. And we're very excited for this partnership.
But this is our first funeral.
Yeah, so give us some slack. If you saw us opening and closing the casket,
Let's just get a quick show of hands. Who wants it open? 2, 3, 4.
13?
It's about everybody.
That's about everyone. Not many loved
just
ones.
to see. Anybody thinks they should maybe have it closed?
Anyone.
Nobody, of course. That makes
Okay,
sense. Of course.
all right.
All right. Well,
Are you sure? Because do you see?
it's really gross. Not
Her face?
not her. Not your
No,
aunt.
she's a
No,
beautiful
she's-
woman. Ma'am, if you would sit down, please. They're
she-
throwing the pretzels at us. They're throwing the complimentary pretzels at us, Alex.
I told you not to give them pretzels.
I thought that
I told you not to give them pretzels.
Carbs are good for morning.
But this is people who are sad by a death, and it's also 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, I mean, it was the only kind of slot that we could fill them in. At 4 p.m., we got the Johnsons. The whole family died.
What?
At 5 p.m., we have Samantha Smith.
What happened to Samantha Smith?
She fell into a meat grinder.
Samantha, the famous vegan?
Let me.
That's incredibly ironic.
The influencer?
Yes.
The influencer for Beyond Burger fell into a meat grinder. Looked like she was having withdrawals and slept walk to a factory.
Just fell right in, huh?
Yeah, then she went to the nearest Oscar Mayer, fell right in. Or 6 p.m. Holy shit. It's Mr. Clooney himself.
George Clooney?
Yeah.
Is dead?
Yeah, he did another Batman.
And they killed him for it?
They burned him at the stake.
Wow.
Maybe we should move away from the casket. Sorry,
You know
y'all.
what? Yeah, sorry. Our condolences. Do we have an office space?
I think we do. Cut to the office space.
Yeesh, man. I don't know how many. I don't know if I can do this, man.
This is the first one. And being people that work at a mortuary, we need to emotionally remove ourselves from the situations at hand. Because that's the point of this. But it looks like we're getting pretty emotional.
I'm sorry. I just can't get that woman's face out of my mind.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. It's just it was unrecognizable.
And you called her Aunt Jemima.
I had pancakes.
It's just
Aunt Jemima was a
even
sweet
black.
woman. Yes, that's how you know I'm not being racist.
it's just so confusing. That's the problem. And the whole family heard.
Yes. Cut to the family talking about Christian and Alex.
I don't know if these mortuaries know what they're doing.
I think they kept opening and closing the casket, and then they started talking about the other deaths that happened.
Did he run down his agenda with him?
Yes, like right in front of us.
Weirdest obituary I've ever heard.
In front of the casket, at the podium. Did they know that they were mic'd up? Because we heard everything.
Do they know that they're still mic'd up even though they're in their office and we can hear them?
Cut to the office.
I told you, you piece of shit motherfucker, that this shit won't fucking work.
Keep your voice down. They're gonna hear us.
I'll fucking whisper in your ear, you bitch. You're a fucking bitch.
Hey, I never want to go into business with you, you fucking string cheese looking motherfucker.
Oh, you get this close to me, you better fucking kiss me.
You better fucking.
Cut back to the people outside. I think we should probably leave them alone.
I think they're making out.
Scene.
Oh man. Cool.
God, we know how to end things.
Make it unbelievable.
That's actually a word for word recreation of the last funeral we attended.
Yeah. The last funeral we Alejandro and I like to crash funerals.
Do you think it's worse crashing a funeral or crashing a wedding?
It's a fucking funeral, dude.
Really? Because a wedding is their special, like the most special day of their life. The bride.
No, but it's out of like it's out of happiness. But with a funeral, it's just like, dude, I'm crying here. Who the fuck are you?
And
why would
I used
you?
to work with him.
Why would you crash a funeral? For what? What benefit does it have to the crasher to crash?
Let's
a
say
funeral?
Let's say you're having one of the worst days of your life, Christian.
Okay.
And you think to yourself, I'm gonna go to the one place where I can maybe get some help and get my mind straight. I'm gonna go to a church. So you go to a church. There's nobody there. You find an empty pew and you sit down. You start praying.
Yes.
About 2 minutes into prayers, the doors slam open and people start filing in, and they're having a funeral.
Okay, let me tell you, you're not crashing a funeral. These rude people
Are crashing your prayer session?
your prayer session, dude. They're just like, at
So
that point,
they're the assholes.
yes, at that point, I'm gonna say, yo, Johnsons, back the fuck up.
Why do you hate the Johnsons so much? Why are you killing so many of the Johnsons?
Because I don't know, it's such an easy last name to just throw under the bus without offending any specific group of people.
Thousands of people you've offended.
1,000 Johnsons only exist on
John
this earth.
Johnson, Jill Johnson,
Johnson
Jacob
and Johnson, the shampoo makers.
That's 2 people right there.
Oh yeah, that's right. No relation, 2 Johnsons.
I believe they're brothers.
It's possible, but why it's so redundant to put both of their same last names on the shampoo bottle?
Ironic.
Very ironic. But I don't know, dude. Yeah, I'd be like, yo, I'm trying to do my penance. When's the last time you went to a confession, man? You want to do a joint confession?
Yeah, I'm down. What's a joint confession? Where do we get one of those?
2 of us, dude. Well, is the priest going to be like, I'm sorry, one at a time?
Oh, I thought it was going to be a different thing.
What were you thinking?
I don't know.
What do you think, like on a legal side?
Or something? I don't know. Nah, man, I ain't trying to do no confession. What's he going to tell me?
Well,
I bet you my sins aren't as bad as his, the kid touching pedophile motherfucker.
When you've done confession before with your
At least
CCD,
once,
right?
yeah.
Whenever I do confession, I was always too embarrassed to say like my actual sins. So they're always like surface level, like I didn't do my chores, I talked back to my parents, and then I had.
You're a kid though. Of course, those are your biggest sins. What are you supposed to confess to? Murder,
porn, masturbation.
That's not
sex.
That's natural.
Yeah, but under
That's
Catholicism.
the problem with it. Mm-hmm. That's the problem. Those
I get
are
it.
all natural things, and they're making you feel guilty for being a growing boy.
I completely get it. Now that I've grown into my own person.
They just like sitting there behind the sheet, hearing people's nastiest, dirtiest secrets so that they can use them on their own when nobody's around and get off on these damn stories.
That's a big statement. I don't think every priest is doing that. I think they're trying to do their job.
Maybe the majority then.
I think that's I think that's still a hefty statistic. That ratio, that percentage, more than half is what you're saying?
I'd say all of them is what I'm saying.
100% of the fatherhood using confessions for their own use.
For their own sick gains.
I don't know, man.
I think the church is going to come after
Sorry,
me.
Catholics, if you're out there. We're good people.
I'm not.
You really don't classify yourself as a good person?
I'm the worst kind of person.
I mean, if you got to say it like that.
I'm the kind of guy your mother warned you about.
Hey, Sally, well, watch out for that guy there. He's 12 years older than you.
Just licking a knife.
And I'm licking a lollipop. Just
Want to trade? You know the weird thing in like Halloween candy is like poisoned, right? Remember people used to say like, let me check your Halloween candy to make sure you're
it's not poisonous.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know where that comes from?
Anthrax.
No, there was one.
I was thinking way too deep into it.
There was
Okay,
one
go.
dentist like in the 50s who put like X-Lax in candies and was fucking with the kids. And like ever since then it like blossomed into this huge urban myth, urban legend. But like that shit doesn't actually happen. Like people aren't
all these kids
lacing their Butterfingers with heroin because that's a waste of fucking heroin.
Yeah, man, that's expensive. Like
Who's doing that?
What do these people lacing it? How much money and free time do they have on their hands?
Or like who's throwing a party and hiding razor blades in an apple?
You're just like, it'd be real funny if
we,
this
like,
apple were to
cut
just
our friends' mouths open.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Hopefully they spit it out.
I'll tell you what's not an urban legend.
What?
Alligators.
Yeah, those are real animals.
Yes, they
Alejandro,
are.
Dude. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think people should be? Why do you think it's illegal to have alligator like shoes or like bags and stuff?
Well, how
like
endangered are they?
They're not endangered at all. They have farms and they're an invasive species in Florida. They eat everything.
Huh.
They eat cats, horses, dogs, people, babies. Why can't I have alligator shoes?
I think it's just offending a lot of vegans. Really?
Fucking
just as much as a fur coat. It's just a little more. I guess a fur coat has been more normalized in society than a fur coat and leather has been more normalized. Mm-hmm. But I guess since
but now both of those things are being kind of ostracized.
Well, yeah. I mean, because that's where we're just being more progressive
what about
as a
python?
Society.
Can I wear python shoes?
Probably, dude.
That's something that
that a gangster would wear. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna.
You can't buy python in California.
I'm not gonna ask what the name of the python is if you were to walk in.
Who names pythons?
Some people do.
I guess if that was your pet, but
yeah,
then,
dude.
But then that's not the one I want to make a wallet out of. I want to make a wallet out of the one that's like
number 3248.
The one from Anaconda, right? The one that's eating John Voight and shit.
Oh, you want an anaconda then?
Well, I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
A big snake.
There's plenty of bad guy snakes that we could kill.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. It's very much. I see what you're saying. It's very much like how Dexter from Dexter the TV show kills bad people.
Yeah.
You just want to kill bad animals.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
I don't think all alligators should die.
No.
But if some of them are dying,
make it the bad ones.
Make it the bad ones. And also let me wear it.
Yeah. If I could wear shark and eat shark fin soup, I want to eat the shark that ate Samuel L. Jackson in Deep Blue Sea. Fuck that shark.
See, now I get the problem though. But the shark thing is a problem though.
Oh,
what
are
I
they
mean?
endangered?
They're super endangered.
Okay. Are there any species
And
of
then,
sharks?
and then, like the shark fin soup, they cut the fins off and throw the shark back in the water. He drowns. Imagine being a fish drowning.
Oh my God.
That's the sad part about shark fin soup.
Man, I was just really trying to like I said.
But you don't eat.
Comedy always escalate.
But you do eat alligator though.
Yeah.
I've eaten alligator.
Yeah. You go to New Orleans, you could eat alligator.
Yeah,
real
that's where I
easy.
had it.
Yeah.
And frog. I also had frog.
Okay. Frog legs?
Yeah, it does taste like chicken.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Same
be
kind of
surprised.
consistency too. A little bit
Was
gummier.
it you that asked me not too long ago if you were to accidentally eat human flesh accidentally, how would you react? Was that you that asked me that?
I don't know, but that's a great question.
Like,
Do you think you would know? Like, do you think if you put human meat in your mouth, do you think you would know right off the bat?
I would know that it's off, but I wouldn't know that it's human meat.
Interesting.
I don't think I would. I've never had it, obviously. What a weird thing to say. I've never had
is the
it.
best part of the human to eat?
Oh,
I would think like maybe the thigh or like the rump.
breast. You want the
It's all
muscular
fat, though.
areas, though, right?
I guess. Yeah, I guess. So man.
For something
peck.
lean.
So man peck. Because
So,
woman tit would be fatty.
woman, that's all fat. That's something that you would fry, and turn into like a nice little bacon.
I believe Ed Kemper would cut the breast off of his victims.
Ah, man. I mean, I understand being a boob guy, but
That's a whole nother level.
that's
though.
taking it to a whole.
That's comedy, baby.
That's comedy, baby.
I think like a rump roast would be like like maybe the back of the thigh and the butt.
Rump as in booty.
Yeah, because think about how much muscle's in the gluteus maximus.
Yes, the right amount of fat.
And like pork, right?
Okay, what kind of obviously this is all a joke. Don't think we're fucking
hypothetical, guys,
cannibals. What kind of figure, what kind of like physicality of a person would you think would be the best type of person to eat?
Like a bodybuilder.
Okay, so we're
Because
talking
I
an
think
Arnold.
Because thinking like when you eat an elk, when you hunt an animal, right? You want these are like lean meats. These are like
Yeah.
refined animals that have been running their entire lives. These are athletes.
Yeah. But okay, so people, let's take pork for instance. People love pork belly.
But that's because it's very fatty. That's not the most.
Let's get a fat dude. You think if you were to eat a fat dude's belly, let's say James Corden. James Corden's he's roasting over a fire.
I think,
on a
and don't
spigot.
take this the wrong way. I think your kind of fat belly would be the best because yours is like yours has got muscle with just a little layer of fat.
Yeah.
So you have the layer of fat to give the flavor and the
Oh, I think
crackle,
I'd be a tasty boy.
right. But then you also have you have solid muscle underneath.
Oh,
that
thank
would
you,
be
thank
that
you.
would be good meat, good eating meat,
If
and
I were
also
to-
like organ meat is a whole different thing, right? Like liver.
Yeah,
and
that is a whole nother thing.
eating
I
someone's
hate
heart.
liver. The thing is, okay, if I were to be taken down by a cannibal, knock on wood, I want them to at least enjoy me. Like if you're gonna eat me, I don't want it to be thrown out.
So you're
I
gonna
don't
eat a bunch
waste
of
me.
pineapple.
What?
Eat a bunch of pineapple.
Eat a bunch of pineapple. Who, me? Oh, to be tasting
Yeah.
good. Okay. Is it true, the whole pineapple thing? And
I believe so. Yeah.
okay. But if someone were to like chop me up into meat and sell me, I would love to be at least on the same tier as Wagyu. I don't want to be like,
I think because you're too fatty as a person, as a human. The meat is too fatty. I think if you're gonna make a person into meat, unknown meat, you'd have to do it into like an al pastor sort of thing, right? So you kind of like you chop all the meat up and then you pound it flat, and then you like build it on a steak on a pike, then you roast it. Then you can like cut pieces of al pastor off on the tacos, and it's
this is
like
fucking crazy,
human
dude.
al pastor.
Oh my
Fuck yeah,
God.
bro.
How many of our listeners are just like scared as fuck now?
Some of them have called the police already.
Yeah, they might be outside right now, and this isn't even airing live.
Anyways,
Should we do shout outs, my friend?
if you have any experience with cannibalism, let us know at ICBTB podcast at yahoo.com.
Get help. Really, get help. Because
But first, tell us your stories.
yeah.
Email us and tell us your stories. I'll read it on air.
And we'll do improv scenes based off of them.
That's kind of what we do, but I definitely want to hear your cannibal stories. I did hear once that they made human-flavored tofu and gave it to a tribe of cannibals, and they said that it tasted pretty real.
To a tribe of cannibals.
Yes.
Wow. For comparison. That's insane.
Yes, sir.
How do you even get the how are you able to get the technology, the
flavor.
consistency of it without
I
ever
assume
trying it
it's like
yourself?
pork. I assume, they always say pigs, both the way that like their body is on the inside and the way that, we're very similar to piggies.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine It's like piggy meat, pork.
Man, that freaks me out, dude. That freaks me out. I already don't like tofu. Don't flavor it like a human, man. Like cook it right. Cook it in some soy sauce and all that stuff.
Cook it right.
Cook tofu right with
Just
some
cook
mushrooms
it right,
or
guys.
something.
Hey, come
dude.
on, cook it fucking right.
Dude, this isn't my real shout out, but shout out to Go-Gurt and shout out to Sour Gummy Bears. Y'all been getting me through these stressful days at work. I straight up come home, no longer intermittent fasting, because what do I see on my table? Candy. And what keeps me up? Candy, dude. And
how's Candy doing? She seems like a nice girl.
she's doing great. My favorite stripper.
Cool, man. I thought Candy was your psychologist, but whatever.
Oh, yeah. That was my...
You do have a shout out for us, though.
Yes, I would like to shout out, and hopefully you've made it this far into the episode to hear this shout out, and you didn't turn it off during the whole cannibalism thing. I would love to shout out our friend from community college, Yesenia Rogers. Thank you so much for supporting the podcast. She just bought a shit ton of merch from our online website at ICBTB.com, by the way. And yeah,
if you guys want to support us as well, that's a great way to do it. And we will continue to shout out people who love us and we love you. But Yesenia's got a special shout out from us because we've known her from like when we were
youngins.
We lasses.
We lads at the age of 19?
Christian was in the process of losing weight.
I think I was in the process of losing weight, so she saw the whole evolution of.
And I've always been
Christian.
a badass, so that's kind of how that goes.
Yeah. Oh, that's your that's your reasoning as to why you're good friends with her, because you're a badass.
I'm awesome, yeah.
But she's awesome. We can say that she's awesomer because we fucking love you. You're dope. We appreciate your support and we miss you. You're always so sweet to us, and you the real one. That's all I got to say.
Same for me, but double.
Yeah, keep in touch. I know it's been a few years, Yesenia, but shoot us a text or some shit.
Yes. My number is 911.
And I have the other 4 numbers. That would never work.
1119. What do you think the rest of the numbers are to 911? Off the top of your head, go. 911.
0000.
Perfect.
That's what it is.
All right, guys. This week we watched a movie called
Terminator. Dark Fate. It's available on Hulu, so check it out.
It's so good. It's
so fucking good. You won't regret it.
Can't wait to talk about this movie.
Yeah. So that'll be on our Thursday episode. Baddies. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
For living, for breathing and listening and being you.
And also, eventually we all will die, and we thank you for that too. We love you in life and we love you in death. Hail Satan.
Wow, he's the one that made it dark. And this is a darker episode, I guess.
Bye.
Bye.
Can't be that bad, oh.